Well, howdy again, folks. Welcome back to some more Songs and Stories of the Old West. Now, if you were paying attention last time, you may have noticed and remembered that I was talking about the cattle drive. And we had gotten the fellers all the way from dawn up until noon when they had lunch. And then, after that, the cattle drive would continue all throughout the afternoon, 3 to 4 hours up the long trail, like I said before, until about sunset. And then the trail boss would locate a place for an overnight campsite that they called the bed ground. Now, there weren't no beds on this ground, but if you got to sleep on the ground, calling it bed ground is better than calling it just ground, you see? Well, so the cook would have arrived ahead of the cowboys, and he would cook a big dinner for them off the back of the chuck wagon. And then they could sit around the campfire for a while, sing songs, but the cowboys' day wasn't over, because the cattle were especially prone to stampeding at night. And so each cowboy had to ride a 2 or 3 hour night shift, riding in the darkness slowly around the cattle, keeping them calm so they didn't stampede and run away, you see? And one of the ways they did that was they sang to the cows. Yes, folks, the cowboys really did sing to the cattle. Nobody asked the cows if they liked it or not, but they did. Well, they would watch the movement of the stars in the night sky to tell when their shift was done, and then they would go back to their bedroll, get a few hours sleep until dawn came, and once again the clangety 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 clang of the triangle and come and get it from the cook, and the day would begin again. And it would continue on like that day after day in one long monotonous trip until something terrible happened, like a terrible thunderstorm, or jayhawkers trying to steal cattle, or an Indian attack, or the cowboys' worst fear, a stampede. Stampede was when all the cattle got up scared by something and run headlong into usually the darkness, you know. And what could cause a stampede? Well, thunder or lightning, a rabbit or a deer jumping, pots and pans clanking on the chuck wagon. And they would all get up on them cattle and run headlong into whatever was out there. And the cowboys had to jump on the horses and ride crazy speed after them in order to stop them before they ran over a cliff or got so tired they just got sick of it, you know. And so a cowboy's business was a dangerous business. Fella could be sitting around a campfire with you one night and be totally gone by the next, like the fella in Charlie in the next song that I'm going to be singing when I come back again. So stick around, because I'll be back later to sing you that song.